Atmosféra tam je určite iná, potom to zloženie tých workoutov je určite iné. Vlastne je to ako keby taký už ten posledný level toho celého, na čo sa pripravuje, že proste môžu sa tam vyskytnúť také movementy, ktoré proste si predtým ešte nerobil a potom je to na tom tvojom talente, ktorý máš, ako sa vieš vlastne prispôsobiť.
Hello and welcome. Today we have a special episode with Karin Frey here. Dneska je prvá epizóda, ktorú budem robiť aj v slovenčine. First episode we will also do in Slovakian and we will include way more people for the listening, and this is also premiere for Karin to being in the podcast. Prvý podcast, v ktorom Karin kedy bola, áno?
Nie, myslím, že bol ešte jeden.
Oh, so you've been in the podcast before?
Akože v českom jazyku, ale...
Okay, so Karin has been in a podcast before in Czech language, yeah? So we'll bear with us with the translation, takže majte trošku trpezlivosť s našimi prekladmi a preskakovaním zo slovenčiny do angličtiny. So, Karin yesterday won Dubai Fitness Championship. Congratulations.
Ďakujem.
Takže Karin vyhrala včera Dubai CrossFit Championship a veľká gratulácia. Asi hovorím za všetkých. Veľký úspech. Very big success for also our country, and Karin is a proud representative. We'll start with a little bit of your history and background, how you got into fitness, how you got into CrossFit, and we'll just take it from there. Okay? Takže začneme s tým, ako sa vôbec Kara k fitness a CrossFitu dostala a potom pôjdeme kamkoľvek nás zoberie. Okay? So Karin, what was your first introduction to any fitness, or what was your sport as a child? Takže aké si mala športy, keď si bola dieťa, alebo ako sa vôbec dostala k fitness?
Tak ja som od malička veľa športovala. Medzi moje prvé športy patrila asi gymnastika, potom to bola hádzanú som dosť dlho robila, myslím, že 5-6 rokov. Okay,
so you started with Karin saying she started as a child. First it was gymnastics, obviously, and gymnastics and handball, and you did it for?
5-6 rokov asi.
So 5-6 years, okay?
Tak.
Ďalej, and next?
A ďalej to bol vlastne crossfit. Z tej hádzanej som sa dostala ku crossfitu. Vlastne ono to celé bolo prepojené s tým, že z tej hádzanej sme mali vlastne prípravu, čo zasahovala už do toho crossfitu.
Okay, so Karin got into CrossFit first as a prep for the handball, as some kind of strength and conditioning program for the handball, and that's how she was introduced to it, and then she basically directly switched. What caught your attention? Why it was better than sticking with the handball? Prečo sa k tomu tak upla a prečo to bolo lepšie ako zostať iba pri hádzanej?
Asi preto, že nebola som veľmi tímový hráč.
So I wasn't a team player pretty much.
Takže tento individuálny šport mi viac vyhovoval.
So the individual sport is better for me. Okay, how old were you when you started? Koľko si mala rokov, keď si začal s CrossFitom?
Tak to si nepamätám presne. Myslím, že tak 21, 22 asi.
Okay, so 20, 21, 22?
Tak.
Mm-hmm. What were like first successes when you went into because it's 6 years since? 5-6 years? And from basically being new to CrossFit in 5-6 years to winning one of the most renowned competition in the world, what were the first successes? Takže čo boli také prvé úspechy v tom CrossFite, keď si s tým začala?
No ja som sa bola raz pozrieť na jednej slovenskej súťaži. Myslím, že to vtedy robilo ešte Power Gears, Slovak.
Mm-hmm. So you went to Europe Throwdown?
Myslím, že áno.
Just to observe as a spectator. Mm-hmm. That was it?
Ja som sa tam bola vlastne pozrieť a to ma veľmi zaujalo a som si tak povedala, že že o rok by som to chcela skúsiť.
Okay, so you were stoked, you were excited to see that, and you said that you want to do that next year. So that was tak si určila ten cieľ, že za rok tam budeš aj ty, hej? Okay, so she set the goal that, okay, in next year I'm there as well. How that went? Ako to išlo?
Akože samozrejme zúčastnila som sa o rok a myslím, že nejak dobre som sa neumiestnila, ale už to bolo akože niečo veľké pre mňa, že proste, že áno, vedela som sa tam dostať cez kvalifikáciu.
So I didn't place very well that year, but the huge thing for me, the stepping stone, was that I qualified and I was able to compete. And what were the next competitions? Čo boli nejaké ďalšie súťaže? And why? What was so exciting for you about competing? Čo ťa tak bavilo na tom súťažení?
Nie, ako ja som bola vždy taký viac súťaživý typ a ten adrenalín alebo proste tá príprava na tú súťaž bola pre mňa to, čo ma vlastne hnalo vpred, že proste to ma na tom bavilo, proste celá tá cesta k tomu. Mm-hmm.
So Karin is saying that for her the way to the competition and the preparation is the exciting part. So the training is the exciting part and that's the motor that is fueling the passion, yeah? Kedy začali nejaké také prvé úspechy, keď si povedala, že wow, asi mám nejaký potenciál, že som nie na nejakej ako len takej lokálnej úrovni. So when was the first time when you realized that there is way more potential than just doing some, let's say, local competitions?
No pre mňa úspechy boli to, keď som videla na súťaži, že áno, že proste viem vyhrať nejaký ten workout. Že to bolo pre mňa také, že áno, dá sa to dostať aj na vyššiu úroveň v tom celom crossfite.
So the first successes were little successes by winning particular workouts and seeing that it's possible for you to win. And okay, what about your training? When it started to be, when you started to train in a way that you were actually under certain supervision and it was more structured. Kedy si tak ako začala už že tak viac profesionálne sa pripravovať s tým, že si aj mala nejakých trénerov, program a štruktúru okolo toho?
Ono to bolo v podstate už v začiatku. Vlastne som začala ten crossfit robiť v vlastne skupinovom tréningu, tak asi ako všetci ostatní a potom asi...
So first Karin started to do the group classes?
Tak a potom vlastne s jedným kamarátom, čo sme ostali ako keby iba dvojica trénovať, tak sme zvolili práve Salov programming.
And then two of them probably sticking out of the usual crowd, they with her friend.
Áno.
With your friend, they approached Salo for his programming and you with him since. A odvtedy to si s ním, hej?
Áno.
How long that is?
Neviem povedať presne, no asi tých 5 rokov to môže
okay.
byť.
So close to 5 years, yeah?
Tak.
Okay. When did you see any particular change when you started to train under this professional coach who was, I believe, 2009 or 2010 CrossFit Games champion, right? Tak videla si nejakú zmenu vtedy, keď si začala s ním trénovať? Akože nejakú výraznú zmenu, nejaký taký jump, zlepšenie?
Určite áno. Dosť veľké zlepšenie.
Okay, so the very significant difference and jump forward, yeah? Keď si začala trénovať s ním, bolo to najprv také, že akože pauza od súťaží a najprv sa nejak viacej pripravuješ, alebo súťaže boli vždycky súčasťou toho, akékoľvek? So when you started to train under this professional supervision of Mikko, were the competitions still part of it, or you stepped back from the competing and you took your time for only preparation?
Súťaže boli vždy súčasťou prípravy, no hlavným cieľom bola príprava na Open, ale medzi tým sa vždy vyskytovali nejaké súťaže, ale nebol to ten hlavný cieľ. Okay,
so the main priority was always the Open and preparation for the Open, but Karin was doing some other competitions in the meantime, and when she could, but that wasn't the priority. It was more like testing. Keď si... Jaký bol taký ten progres v tom open, v tých umiestneniach? What was the progression in your like open performances?
No ono sa to vždy dalo vidieť z roka na rok, ten progres. No na začiatku mi to prišlo nemožné sa tam dostať, lebo som bola okolo 1000 miesta.
So first it seemed impossible to even get in, but I could see progression from year to year. It was better and better. Toto je veľmi zaujímavé z môjho pohľadu, že veľmi veľa ľudí, aj keď si pozrieme dneska, čo robia open alebo súťaže, že veľmi veľa ľudí sa na to pozrie a vidia to ako absolútne nemožné. Hej, že to je, že veľmi veľa ľudí to má v hlave nastavené, takže že ako ja som toho není hodný a to není niečo, čo ja by som dokázal. I just said that I find it very interesting that many people have that mindset when they're seeing the top people and they are looking online and all the social media stuff, that many people think that it's not them, they can't do it, it's absolutely impossible to even reach there, but I would say that Karin is a pretty good proof that it is possible. Karin nám dokázala, že to je možné. So year by year, rok za rokom, better and better. And then what you consider kind of a breakthrough point in your career when you said like, well, it seems that I am a pro now. Čo bol taký, akože ten moment, keď ty si povedal, že wow, že asi už som pro, že už to nie je len také, akože zo srandy.
To neviem povedať, že kedy bolo, lebo ja nemám ani teraz ten pocit.
Okay, so she said she still doesn't have a feeling she's a pro. Well, the result says opposite, so výsledky hovoria niečo iné.
Neviem, niekedy mám taký pocit, že nemám proste taký prístup k tomu, ako tí naozaj profesionálni atleti v tomto športe, takže neviem, kedy bol ten moment.
Sometimes Karin says she doesn't feel she has the same pro approach than the other professional athletes she's actually competing against. So she has no really one particular point when the switch possibly happened. Čo sa týka napríklad také, že stravy, spánku, tak my sme sa o tom trošku už bavili. Lebo toto si myslím, že bude veľmi ľudí zaujímať, že čo je tvoj režim, ako vyzerá tvoj deň, ako vyzerá tvoja strava, venuješ sa tomu nejako? Talking about your nutrition regime, sleep regime, is there any particular way that you're following or something that you are sticking to? Can you just describe like day by day how it looks like?
Ono sa to nedá nastaviť na celý rok. Čo sa týka, neviem, stravy, tréningov, spánku, vždy je to proste iné. No a ako najviac sa to líši vlastne asi 2-3 mesiace pred tou súťažou, že vtedy je to fakt hardcore.
So it's not really possible to stick to some strict regime for all year around, but 2 to 3 month prior competition, that's a hardcore. When you say 2 to 3 months prior competition, do you mean CrossFit Games? Or takže myslíš priamo Games, keď hovoríš o tom, že aká súťaž? So other than 2-3 months before CrossFit Games, you're not really sticking to any other regime. Takže ináč nedodržuješ nič nejaké prísne mimo tých 2-3 mesiacov pred Games.
Nejaké extra prísne diety alebo niečo také určite nie. Viem si svoju hmotnosť držať tak, že keď potrebujem zhodiť, tak to nie je... nemusím teraz hadzovať, že neviem, že 5-6 kg, proste sú to 2-3 kg, čo sa dá v pohode.
So Karin's saying she's keeping her weight pretty much the same all year round, and even if she needs to adjust it a little bit, it's not big numbers, it's just 2-3 kilos up or down. Down or up more? Down. Okay. So, well, you are mostly more strong based, like ty si viac silovo založená. even though you have the gymnastic background. When it starts that strict 3-2 month prep for the games, what changes? What changes in your day-to-day life and regime, training, nutrition? Takže čo sa zmení za tie 2-3 mesiace? Čo robíš inak?
No, tréningy sú určite ináč stavané a od toho sa vlastne odvíja aj strava a potom regenerácia.
Môžeš trošku špecifickejšie?
No, strava, záleží od toho, teda vlastne väčšinou potrebujem chudnúť, aby som bola trošku ľahšia na tú gymnastiku a...
So, for nutrition, Karin says she usually needs to lose a little bit weight before the CrossFit games, so she's cutting off a little bit. How do you do it? Like less carbs, or what do you do?
Akože nemám to nejako teraz stanovené, že proste toľko proteínov, toľko sacharidov, toľko tukov. Akože je to také tak pocitovo, že zase, aby som nebola v takom deficite, že teraz jeden deň ma to chytí a proste vyjem celú chladničku.
Okay, so she's saying that she's doing it pretty much by feel. There are no calculations or weighting, measuring the food involved because she needs to keep it light, even these adjustments, so she will not have a urge to eat the whole fridge. Yeah? Did that happen before? Stalo sa to niekedy?
Stalo, nie raz.
And that's speaking from experience, so it happened before. OK. Poďme sa trošku pobaviť o tých takých najväčších súťažiach, ktorých si sa zúčastnila. OK? Teraz ešte nie o tej včerajšej, ale o tých predtým. Ktoré boli také naj súťaže, na ktorých si sa aj cítila dobre, aj si mala dobrý výkon a bola si fakt spokojná. What were the competitions that you went through before that you really had a good feeling about and you really enjoyed them as well?
Teraz nepamätám si konkrétne, že ktoré súťaže, akože európske súťaže sú vždy dobre alebo kvalitne spravené, nehovorím, ale najviac sa mi páči práve táto v Dubaji.
Okay, so Dubai Fitness Championship, previously Dubai CrossFit Championship, the previous years. You were here third time now. Čiže Karin tu už bola 3-krát. She considers those one of the best, even though she's saying that all the European competitions are good. That's very nice of you. To je veľmi pekné. So no critique to any competition, yeah?
Nie, nebudem.
No critique. How are the games different to other competitions? Ako sú tie games rozličné? Samozrejme, the caliber of the athletes, yeah, the name of it, but overall, also from the feel and experience, how is it different?
No, atmosféra tam je určite iná, potom to zloženie tých workoutov je určite iné. Vlastne je to ako keby taký už ten posledný level toho celého, na čo sa pripravuje, že proste môžu sa tam vyskytnúť také movementy, ktoré proste si predtým ešte nerobil a potom je to na tej tvojej, ako to povedať?
Schopnosti sa prispôsobiť.
Na tom tvojom talente, ktorý má, že vie, ako sa vieš vlastne prispôsobiť.
Yeah, so Karin's saying that the games are very different in the atmosphere and the professionality, but also mainly in the fact that you will get to do things that you've probably never done before. It's not just the classic CrossFit movements, but they're always trying to expose you to something unpredictable, and at that moment it's about your talent. Just one example for all was probably the crossover double unders and all this skill work that how that workout went for you? Ako dopadol tento workout pre teba na posledných games?
No ja som sa do toho posledného kola samozrejme nedostala.
Jak samozrejme?
Tak moja gymnastika je veľmi slabá na to, aby som sa dobojovala.
Okay, so you didn't get to do the crossover double unders? Did you try them after?
Nie.
No, you didn't. Takže ani si to neskúsila.
Nie.
Radšej nie.
Radšej nie.
Ja som videl video Fikovského, ktorý on myslím, neviem, či nevypadol úplne v prvom kole v tých elimináciách, no do toho posledného sa určite nedostal a on tam potom ako dával také video, že no škoda, lebo tieto mi zrovna idú a akože ukázal to. Brent Fikovský was posting the video after the games where he was saying it was a shame that he didn't get to the final workout because he was actually kind of, showing off and showing that he can do these movements and he wouldn't struggle there, but it was eliminating round by round, so he didn't even get to show this talent for crossover double unders. Ktorý workout sa tak najviac prekvapil a ktorý workout sa najviac potešil na posledných games? So on the last CrossFit games, which workout surprised you the most and which one was the best for you, like you really felt great about it?
No, začnem od toho najlepšieho.
Okay, start with the best one.
Tak najviac mi sadol asi ten, čo bol s tými, tlačili sme sanie, potom kettlebell hang clean and jerky sme robili. To bol medzi tými posledný deň. Okay. Ten bol asi najlepší.
So the one with kettlebell clean and presses and the sled push at the end of the game. Sorry, that was the last day, I think. Why that workout? Akože
asi preto, lebo som sa... No, asi preto, že práca s kettlebellmi je pre mňa taká celkom, že v pohode.
Okay, so Karin really likes working with kettlebells.
A činky tam nebolo veľa, takže asi preto.
Yeah, and there was not much of a barbell. And the surprise workout, ktorý ťa najviac prekvapil?
No najviac ma prekvapili tie sandbagy.
Okay, so the sandbag surprised the most. I was just about to ask specifically about this workout, práve som sa ťa chcel práve na tento opýtať. Obviously I'm always doing pretty much everything with the sandbag, so I use them for everything. And for me, I've seen that workout, I was like, this is the best workout I've ever seen in the games so far. Pre mňa to bolo, ja robím všetko so sandbagmi a pre mňa to bolo úplne, že to bol asi jediný, ktorý som fakt, že pozeral od začiatku do konca úplne všetko, lebo som to chcel vidieť a bol to fakt masaker. So how was it for you?
No tým, že to je vlastne viac proste potrebuješ mať dobrú techniku na to, aby si to vedela zdvihnúť.
You really need a good technique to just even pick up the sandbag?
Nie je to proste naučený pohyb ako s činkou.
It's not learned movement like from like on the barbell?
Akože nepotešila som sa veľmi tomuto workoutu.
Okay, so you didn't like it much. Okay. Okay. Which part was the hardest? The bear hug carry?
To zodvihnutie.
Just to pick it up, yeah? I mean, you generally, we've seen it yesterday. 70 kilo sandbag is not that big of a problem, right? Compared to some other athletes. But it also surprised you yesterday. On that second lift, yeah. But you still, you went unbroken, right? On that.
Áno.
Takže tam si išla unbroken aj včera, aj keď... Cool. Okay. So, let's go to this year's Dubai CrossFit Championship. We can go like kind of day by day, not necessarily workout by workout, just what you remember. Takže môžeme tak iba akože preletieť, že čo tebe tak utkvelo, čo ty si z toho pamätáš. I think you will definitely have some insights and you can also tell us a little bit more about how it was inside the Burj Khalifa, because everybody saw bits of it, but no one really knows how was it on the stairs. Takže jaké to bolo na tých schodoch. Just so people who might not know, the first workout of Dubai Fitness Championship was 160 stairs, which was 2,909 steps, weighted in a weight vest, basically walk or run up the Burj Khalifa. Takže to bol 2909 schodov, 160 poschodí a museli ste to ísť so záťažovou vestou. So how was it?
No na tento zážitok nikdy nezabudnem.
Okay, I will never forget this experience.
Ono vlastne nedalo sa tam nič nejak špeciálne vidieť, iba schody, zábradlie.
So I couldn't see pretty much nothing, just stairs and rails and stairs and rails.
A jediné, akože čo si z toho pamätám, tak boli čísla po schodí, na ktorých sme sa akurát nachádzali.
No, the only thing I remember is the numbering of the floors when we're actually passing them by.
A už som len počítala, že koľko ešte do konca.
And I was just counting how much is it till the end. So there was no earphones, so you couldn't have music, takže nemohla si mať žiadnu hudbu. No phone, I think. Yeah. No phone. You just you, weight vest, and all the stairs.
A hodinky.
And the watch. Did you met anybody? Did you pass anybody?
Nie.
Takže nikoho si nestretla, nikoho si tam nevidela. You were let go every 2 minutes. So basically every athlete was there on their own pretty much. I've seen some shots where they were overpassing each other, but it was only couple of girls caught up to each other and they were able to pass each other. Takže iba niektoré tie dievčatá dokázali dobehnúť tu pred nimi, čiže v podstate ju šupli o 2 minúty a potom ju obehli. So your time 34 minutes?
Od 34.
Under, okay. I think it was 33, 39, something like that. Takže nejak 33, 39. On your own, just there, just walking, just grinding, yeah? Have you been sore after? Mala si nejakú svalovicu? Bola si z toho nejaká zničená?
A ja som sa čudovala, že nie. Bolo to také, že myslela som si, lebo mala som dosť krče, ak som dobehla hore, ale neviem, potom ani som to nejak nerozchodila, ani nič, ani som sa nejak nenaťahovala tam hore potom, ani proste žiadna regenerácia potom, ani nič a proste celkom v pohode som fungovala potom na druhý deň.
So Karin saying she didn't do anything in particular to avoid any soreness. She was getting cramps once she finished, but she didn't stretch or she didn't do any mobility work after, but she wasn't sore. This was actually something what Matt Fraser, when I was watching online, he was doing the commentary. He was saying that workout had a very little eccentric load, takže tam bolo veľmi málo excentrickej kontrakcie, lebo to je stále iba hore a preto akože tá svalovica tam je, so it prevents soreness. It's like the sled push, or like pushing the sled or something like that, where you can go really, really hard, but because there's no eccentric load on the muscle, the soreness doesn't really come because the most of the muscle damage is caused when you're in the negative portion of the movement. Takže čo som iba povedal, že v podstate aj Matt Fraser, ktorý to komentoval, hovoril, že tým, že je tam iba tá koncentrická fáza, iba ten výšlap hore, ale nie je tam tá brzdivá negatívna excentrická sila, tak tým pádom tá svalovica je veľa menšia, lebo to je práve vtedy, kedy svalovica vzniká, kedy sa tie svaly trhajú najviac, keď robíš tu aj napríklad na túrach alebo takto, hej, že pri zostupe dole to negatív je to, kde je ten damage najväčší. Okay, next day. So there was, you placed 7th there? 6th. Okay, sorry. sorry, 6th. Takže 6th sa umiestnila. Next day, 2 events, 2 wins. How was that?
No, sama som tomu neverila. Na tú maximálku som sa veľmi tešila.
Okay, so she said it was hard to believe that, and she was very excited for the max lift.
To som mala dobre natrénované, to som veľa robila hang cleanov pred súťažou.
I asked you, because we knew the workout ahead, right? And I asked you, what is your 1 rep max? Ja sa ťa opýtal, aká je tvoja maximálka. And you said it was 115 kilos. So, takže si povedala, že 115 bola akože na maximum, čo si dala na clean. And then there was 122. And it actually looked like there was some buffer. You could still do more, right? Stále to vyzeralo, že akože to bola celkom na pohodu. Ako bolo to ťažké, ale bolo to na pohodu, nie?
Akože pocitovo to bolo na pohodu, áno. No, neviem, či 125 by som ešte takto vytiahla hore.
I'm not sure if I would do 125, but it felt pretty good on 122. Even it was 7 kilos above your kind of listed or the heaviest you've done before, right? That's a massive PR. To je veľmi, akože to je veľký skok. Good. Nice. When they said it first that there is 122, I was like, oh wow, okay, well let's see, you know, because we had the conversation before, lebo sme sa o tom predtým bavili, tak keď oni povedali, že vám tam dali hneď tú 122, because the weight that you were lifting that wasn't supposed to be done, right? You were supposed to be done at 113. Takže vy ste mali skončiť na 113, but because two of you cleared all the bars, they didn't do the tiebreaker, they just kept adding, right? Takže nespravili ten tiebreaker na tej váhe, ale iba pridávali, kým ste... Koľkokrát pridali? 2? Bola tam ešte nejaká 117 medzi tým? Alebo tam
áno.
Bola, že?
Po 2,5 kilách pridávali.
Okay, so 2.5 kilos up, so you worked another 2-3 sets up there. Very impressive. Very cool. I guess there is very many people who are listening who would not clean that, so very cool, Karin. You probably don't know how strong you are, really. Next workout. There was the
Chipper.
Was the chipper or
Taký chipper, by som povedal.
it was the toast to bars, calories. They were supposed to be on the rower, but they were on the ski erg. Was it a big game changer for you? Bola to veľká zmena tým, že oni zmenili ten ski za ten rower?
Pre mňa áno. Pre mňa je veslo všetko.
So Karin's saying that for her the rower is everything, so it was a little bit scary when they announced that the rowers didn't come and they will need to use the ski ergs instead. But still, we went for the win. 30 calories? You did 30 calories, 40 toast to bars?
22, 40.
22?
22 kalórií v každom kole, 40 toast to barov.
Oh, they changed the calories then. Okay, because it was supposed to be 30. Okay, so 22 calories on the ski, 40 toast to bars, and then every round there was less and less snatches with heavier and heavier weight. That was epic moment when you were keeping your toast to bars. To bol fakt brutálne. Tak my sme sa o tom bavili predtým, že? Že tá Jamie, ona na tých toast to baroch bude mať tú výhodu. We're talking about it that the Jamie will have the advantage on the toast to bars because that's not your strongest movement, as you are more towards the strength stuff, and basically that was the determining moment when at the end you were able to basically lift and cycle the last barbell where you basically overtook maybe 2 or 3 girls, right? They were ahead of you, takže tam boli nejaké 2 alebo 3 pred tebou a tie si obehla a v podstate na tej poslednej činke si všetkých dobehla.
Áno, lebo tam bol veľký skok vlastne v tej hmotnosti, tam to bolo myslím z 35 na 60 kg.
So there was a big jump in the weight from 35 to 65 kilos. And
60.
That was the last one, yeah? 65. Mm-hmm. Okay. And yeah, well, that's for cycling the cleans in that kind of workout. Snatches. It was snatches. Yeah, cycling the snatches in that kind of workout. It's for girls. Like, yeah, as I said, a couple of guys would be happy to do that. When you were in that workout, have you been nervous about the toast to bars and you were like really pushing harder than normally just to keep up with them? Takže akože že išla si trošku nad ten limit, len aby si sa pri nich udržala na tých toast to baroch?
No ja som si pred týmto workoutom písala akurát s Mikom, lebo som sa ho pýtala na to.
I was texting Miko, your coach, right before the workout and I was asking him.
No a akože on povedal iba to, že mám to ísť pocitovo, lebo tam vlastne sa bude hlavne jednať o ten grip.
So he said just go by feel because what will be determining will be the grip.
Takže ja som to vždy držala v tej komfortnej zóne, nešla som nejako teraz, že by som musela zastať.
Mm-hmm. So I always took it in my comfort zone, so I was never forced to stop. Well, definitely paid off. Dosť sa ti to vyplatilo teda. Veľmi dobre. That day, so that was Saturday. The last event was the assault bike, I think. The sprints with the legless rope climb. How was that for you? Jaký bol ten workout?
No, legless rope climby a assault bike intervaly som mala v tréningu každý týždeň, 2-krát do týždňa.
Okay, so legless rope climbs and assault bike intervals are in my program twice a week, every week.
Takže som myslela, že to bude celkom v pohode, no nebolo až tak.
So I thought it would be pretty okay, but it wasn't.
Neviem, že kde som tam pochybila, proste boli tam šikovnejšie a silnejšie.
So I don't know where I did the mistake, but the other girls were probably better at this. So what was it the rope that stopped you, or overall just didn't work for you? Čo bol ten limit tam? Čo ťa zastavovalo?
Myslím, že assault bike asi ani veľmi nie, ale možno technika na legless rope climbe.
Okay. So the technique, the skill of the legless rope climb. Yeah. Well, you are also probably, you're tall, right? Compared to most of the other girls, so you're also a bit heavier. So if it would be with the legs, you think it would be better result for you?
Asi áno.
Yeah. So the fact that it was the legless, that was determining. Yeah. Takže to, že to bolo bez nôh, tak to bolo akože najkritickejšie, hej? Okay. How it felt after, because I know from the previous years that I remember you being second after Sarah Sigmundsdóttir 2 years ago, right? That was 2 years ago. Takže ja si pamätám, keď si tu bola pred 2 rokmi a keď si bola druhá za Sarou. And like, it was always a huge dream of yours to win this. A bol to vždycky akože taká srdcovka, taký veľký sen pre teba toto vyhrať. How was it after that Saturday in the evening when you were like, well shit, like you were on the top of the leaderboard? Like how was this feeling? Ako sa cítila, keď si bola na vrchu tej tabulky po tej sobote?
No, veľmi som sa tak ukludnila, ale vedela som, že to nie je to správne proste. Aj keď si na vrchole, proste nemôžeš to pustiť ten posledný deň, lebo nie je koniec.
So Karin saying, I was calm, but I was aware that I can't let it go. I can't be comfortable with the next workouts because you can't let it go, and there was still basically half of the competition ahead, right? There was still 4 workouts ahead, 4 behind, so there's half of the points were only done. But it gives you confidence, right? It gives you a good boost. What did your coach say? Čo ti povedal Miko na to?
Po tom druhom dni iba toľko napísal, že áno, dobrá práca, sústreď sa na ďalší deň.
Okay. So he knew, he said, Miko said to Kara, okay, good job, focus on the next day. Like acknowledge, like the effort was acknowledged, but okay, well, it's not done yet. Yeah, I remember a story, pamätám si ten príbeh, when one of the first years when Noah Holsen was competing, he started to be on the top of the leaderboard after a couple of workouts. On bol akože prvý na leaderboarde, keď Rich Froning was competing that time. So Noah Holsen, first time on the games, he was on the top of leaderboard, Rich Froning behind him, so Rich bol ešte za ním niekoľko miest. And he said the following day when he lost the lead, he said, if I would be coming here and a week ago and somebody would tell me you'll be second or you'll be third on the leaderboard after 2 or 3 days, I would be like so thrilled. Akože, že by bol taký nadšený z toho, že bol v tom leaderboarde na 2., 3. aj 5. mieste. But because he was first already, because za to, že už predtým pocítil, aké je to byť prvé, it was so hard to accept that he's dropping down, takže to bolo veľmi ťažké potom sa zmieriť s tým, že akože upadáš. So I guess, did you feel this pressure Did you feel this like, okay, well, I'm there, but now it's even harder because now I need to hold into it.
Áno, určite áno. Je to o tom psychickom nastavení. To je veľmi dôležité na súťaži. To na tréningu nevieš nejako natrénovať.
That's a very good point. To je veľmi dobrá poznámka. This is something you can only get through the experience. Have you had similar experience before? Mala si také predchádzajúce skúsenosti z iných súťaží? Že si akože si viedla a musela si to udržať a potom...
Áno, určite boli také situácie. Veľa takých situácií bolo.
Okay. So it wasn't that unfamiliar too, it's just the caliber of the competition was different to keep the lead in, yeah? Okay, so next day, I actually missed the first workout because... sorry.
Pani si neprišiel.
Okay, Karin saying I didn't miss anything. So how was that one? Because I came a little bit late. I thought it's starting at 4. It was starting 3:30, so I messed it up. So how was that one for you?
No, tak prvý bol najhorší.
Okay, so the first workout of the last day was the worst? Was it the 2.5 minute intervals?
Áno.
Okay, so the workout was you get... Yeah, you say it. Ty to povedz.
No tak vlastne bolo to interval 2.30 sme išli.
So 2.30 on, 1 minute off.
Áno. A vlastne bolo to 20 dĺžok shuttle run, čiže člnkový beh.
20 times?
Áno.
20 times shuttle run?
10 burpee box clear.
10 burpee box clear, which means you do burpee and you jump over the box without making any contact with the box.
A vlastne potom sme mali nazbierať 40 thrusterov s prvou hmotnosťou, čo bolo 22-kilové dumbbelly.
Then you go to do double dumbbell thrusters with 22.5 kilos. That was the first weight. You have to do 40 of them. And then next, once you get 40, you go to lighter weight, right? And you have 3 intervals like that, or 4? 4 intervals again and again and again. So why was it the worst workout?
Asi preto, lebo angličáky a trastre sú moje najneobľúbenejšie cvičenia v crossfite.
I think that's a very relatable answer for many people. Karin is saying that the burpees and thrusters are the worst movement for her in the CrossFit, something she hates the most. Well, that was a really shitty workout then.
To bol, áno. A ešte k tomu troška sa ozval spodný chrbát, takže...
On top of that, Karin felt a little bit niggle in the lower back. When you, keď povieš, že sa ozval, ako ty máš nejaký problém tam, alebo ako dlhodobejšie, alebo iba proste to nejak to zatuhlo? Nie, len ho mám asi
najviac preťažovaný, takže...
Okay, so it's not any significant long-term issue, but if something starts to act out, it's the lower back, yeah? Okay, and then... so what was the placement? Koľka si tam skončila?
9. alebo 10.
Oh, still top 10. Oh, come on.
Nejak,
still good.
Nie som si istá, ale nejak tak v strede.
Okay, so somewhere in the middle, yeah? 9th, 10th. Okay, now, how were the feelings after that? When that was the first workout after being in the lead?
No, tuto prišla tá facka.
Okay, so this was the slap.
To som videla, že mám asi 15 alebo 20 bodový náskok za druhou.
So I saw I have 15-20 point lead after the second. Yeah, I think you came with like 30 point lead, right? From the Saturday, 30-35, and then it cut off a little bit. But you were still first. Yeah. So takže iba si trošku ako znížil, Jamie vlastne to bola vtedy, hej, ona bola druhá, ona znížila ten náskok, ale stále si ty ostala prvá. Okay, and then what was the attitude? Like, aký bol potom prístup k tým ďalším? What was the attitude to the other workouts later?
No potom som začala premýšľať tak dosť chaoticky, lebo som nešla som postupne, že proste áno, potom nasleduje tento workout, mala som premýšľať nad taktikou toho ďalšieho nasledovného workoutu, len proste mi skákali myšlienky, že premýšľala som už nad tretím a nad posledným.
Okay, so Karin started to think very chaotically when instead of focusing on the next workout, which was second workout of that day, she already was thinking about the third one and fourth one, and she was like all over the place in the in the head, yeah.
No takže dosť tak, akože takticky som asi chcela rozmýšľať, ale proste toto sa nerobí na súťaži, proste workout po workoute.
So Karin saying that this is not how it should be done on the competition, and she was supposed to be focused only on the next one. Tak to máš dobrú skúsenosť tiež, potom, z ktorej sa môžeš tiež zase do budúcna niečo si z toho zobrať, že aj to máš tú facku, že? No. Potom vieš, že OK, čokoľvek sa deje, sústredím sa iba na ďalší. So I'm just saying that that's also a very, very good learning opportunity and learning experience when now she will really remember this and she'll really know that, OK, it's only about the next workout and nothing else matters. OK, the next one. Was it... I'm actually blanking out now.
75 double underov.
Okay, so that was the heavy rope. Heavy rope with chest to bar pull-ups. Okay, the sandbag carry. Yes, the sandbag carry one. So 75 double unders with heavy rope. Then sandbag carry. It wasn't actually too long, right? It was like 20 meters, maybe. 20, 30 meters up and down. And 50 chest to bars. Which when they were announcing it, I still thought they're saying 15. Ja si stále myslel, že hovoria 15, nie 50, hej? Lebo v angličtine to až 50-15. Že ja že ty vole, to bym tam drbný hente. 50, hej. So it was 50 chest to bar pull-ups, and then you go basically a pyramid back, right? So you grab the bag again, do the sandbag carry, and then the heavy double unders again. So, how was this one for you?
No pred týmto workoutom som bola zase veľmi nervózna.
Okay. Karin was nervous again a lot before this workout.
Lebo zase mi prišlo, že tam je proste veľa gymnastiky na mňa.
It seemed, she's literally saying, it seemed a little bit too gymnastic for my taste.
Ale našťastie potom to vykompenzoval ten bear hug carry. Takže...
But the sandbag bear hug carry compensated for that, because pretty much the good gymnasts were struggling with that a lot, and some of them, as you were saying, were struggling that so much that they were not able to pick it up in the warm-up area, for example. Like they pushed in the workout, but in the warm-up area it was a no-go for them. Že niektoré to, Jamie, že to neboli ani schopní zdvihnúť v tom warm-upe a potom až sa pušla na tom. Okay, so after this workout, well, you placed pretty well on this one as well, right?
Celkom dobre. Okolo 4. 5.
Top 5, right? Top 5 for sure. Okay, so the calmness was a little bit back, or how was this? Because it's also, right, like it's the expectation versus the reality. Je to, čo očakávaš v porovnaní s tou realitou. And when you expected it will be bad, and it was pretty good at the end, was it a boost for you? Or you didn't look at it like that?
Ale asi ma to viac tak poženie.
Áno? Mm-hmm. Takže to, že si to neočakávala, že to pôjde až tak dobre, takže to ťa trošku nakoplo, hej? I was very surprised, ja som bol veľmi prekvapený, that they put 50 chest to bars in one workout, and then couple of hours, hour and a half after, you were doing the muscle ups straight after. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is pretty tough. Tak čo si o tom myslíš, že mali ste tam najprv tie chest to bary a potom vám tam dali hneď aj muscle upy do workoutu?
Tak ono to bolo už ten posledný deň proste, že všetko. Že mi to prišlo také, že celý crossfit proste. Že nie, keď už, tak už poriadne.
Taký ten československý štýl na súťažech, že posledný workout, tam už ide všetko. Aspoň teda ja neviem, jak je to teraz, ale kedy si to tak bývalo, že posledný workout, keď všetci už sú unavení, tak už úplne všetko. So Karin saying that her impression of the last day was like, let's do whole CrossFit in one day. So all the movements, all the schemes, and all the possible combinations. But the muscle ups with the devil presses, that was the end. That was the last one, right? So the third workout of that day was?
Ten barbell conditioning.
Okay. So the barbell conditioning was 10 power cleans, 10 squats, and 10 front squats, and 10 presses. How was that for you?
Zase veľmi dobrý workout pre mňa.
Very good workout for you? Okay. You were first on that one as well? Okay, so you won that one as well. That was very quick, right? Have you been at this point of the day and also after the whole weekend feeling that, okay, like the body is really getting beaten and the lower back was acting up a little bit? Cítila sa, že akože už toho začínalo byť dosť na to telo?
Už áno, už ku koncu už to bolo veľmi cítiť. Akože ani možno nie na to telo, ale proste na tú psychiku už to psychika ma viac dostala.
So it was more mentally exhausting than physically exhausting, for at least for you, for Kara. Okay, so you're coming to the last workout with 90-point lead, which just so we understand, you would have to be the last, and the second one after you would have to be the first. Which was, as we saw, absolutely unlikely to happen. Takže ty by si fakt musela byť posledná a ona by musela byť prvá, aby ty si to vedenie stratila. How that felt when you knew you already won pretty much. You just knew that, okay, well, I need to perform somewhat, but it was basically pretty much given, right? Was it different because you could enjoy it differently, in a different way, like the pressure wasn't there? Ako bolo to také, že ten workout si užila tak inak? Because you still finished second, correct, right? It was second place on that workout. So, was it different? Because you didn't have to try that hard, and you still finished second in between all the girls who were fighting for that second and third spot. Because the point difference between second, third, fourth, and fifth was so small that even the fifth one could jump to the second place if it was played well, right? The point difference there was very small. Že ten bodový rozdiel medzi druhým až piatým bol tak malý, že ako oni tam išli úplne bomby, oni išli all out a i tak si skončila druhá. And you still finished second, even they were going like really crazy and you didn't have to. So how was that for you?
No ja som išla tak do toho s tým workoutom, že vlastne, že áno, že o nič nejde, proste hlavne to dokončiť.
Okay.
Ale potom, ja neviem, čo sa stalo, proste v strede toho workoutu som chytila druhý dých.
So Karin is saying that at the beginning she was just going into it like, okay, I will just finish it. Anyhow, I will just finish it, just so I finish it. And then in the middle, she just caught a second breath.
A nastal zvrat.
And everything changed. Takže tam si potom povedala, že proste...
Že už to nepustím.
Že bomby dokonca.
Ja.
Okay. So she just had the inner voice telling her that, okay, well, all out now, I'm not letting it go. Which actually, overall, I believe, for me, this is a true competitor spirit. No, ako ja verím, že toto je ten naozaj bojový duch toho všetkého. Because, you know, there is the saying like, warrior is not the one who always win, warrior is the one who always fight. Akože bojovník není ten, kto vždy vyhráva, bojovník je ten, kto vždy bojuje. A to si tam úplne dokázala. You really proved that, which actually ended up, I'm not sure again about the points, but I think you finished 130 points before the second place, which is to say that you won the Dubai fitness championship is a little bit understatement, takže povedať, že ty si akože vyhrala túto súťaž je trošku podceňovanie, because you really completely smashed it and dominated it. Even it might not felt like in every workout, možno sa ti to tak nezdalo, alebo si to tak ako nepocitovala v každom workoute, but the overall score shows that you were basically one level above everybody there. Akože v konečnom tom zúčtovaní ty si bola jeden level od všetkých ostatných tam. Keď sa pozrieme na tie body, hej? A ja viem, že ty to nikdy nepriznáš. I know you'll never admit it because you are very humble. Ty si veľmi skromná na toto, ale akože paráda. It was very, very cool to watch this journey and to just, you know, follow it from a little bit closer distance. Pre mňa to bolo veľmi zaujímavé to akože sledovať z takej väčšej blízkosti, keď sme tam aj s Borisom s Borisom sedeli a sme mali všetky updaty. When we were there with Boris, that's Karin's twin brother, and we were basically following everything very closely with Tima as well. Super epic, super cool. Máš nejakú správu pre ľudí? No takže akože nech cvičia, alebo tak.
No určite by mal cvičiť každý.
Okay, so Karin is saying everybody should exercise or train. And message?
Neviem, ja asi iba poďakovať by som sa chcela každému, kto ma podporoval a podporuje stále, takže...
Okay, Karin is saying a big thanks to everybody who was and who is supporting her. Thank you very much for this podcast, and well, always a big pleasure to have you here in Dubai. Ďakujem veľmi pekne za ten podcast a fakt veľmi rád ťa vždycky stretnem, keď ty si tu, ja som tu stále, ale keď ty sa tu objavíš.
A ja som veľmi sa rada chodím.
A budúci rok, next year, you're going to re-establish dominance in Dubai.